Oh my God, it's so cold out today.
It was -6 last night.
Have you been out there?
No.
Oh, it is.
I was standing by the door whenever you opened it earlier, and it's 1 degrees this morning.
Yeah, like I have to be die-hard Judy's Coffee fan to go up there as early as I did. Like I went to go start the truck, and the truck like literally went. Oh, I think so. So
You gotta at least be a level 10 explorer just to make it to the gas station.
yeah, and then I went outside. And I drank some coffee, and then I went outside and was thinking about life decisions. Like maybe smoking isn't for me. So like I came at my pants like in no way, shape, or form wet in any way,
Yeah.
and I still like they were still stiff whenever I came in. I was like, good God. So
Yeah, I am not stepping outside unless I absolutely have to.
yeah,
Which, I mean, I have to take the dog out. But other than that, no. Go catch me playing Farming Simulator 22.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And get ready for the rain. It's coming.
I've never seen you and your cousin work so hard on something.
We take it way too seriously.
I can only if you guys tackle that the same way that you tackle Fortnite.
Yeah.
I,
We're getting pro cups and winning tournaments.
well, no, I mean like whenever, like whenever you guys were younger and Fortnite was like a fairly new deal. You know, I'd be like trying to sleep, and you would come in my room to play on my PlayStation, so Jamie could play on your guys's, and you guys would talk so violently to each other. I remember waking up going, "Who the hell are you talking to?" "Oh, I'm talking to Coulter." "Your family?" like,
Yeah.
like you don't talk to your family like that. But
I get so violent with it too.
well, I mean, I didn't understand the culture that you guys had. I mean, it was different, you know, for us because we didn't have that kind of humor with each other. You know, like we just we called each other names, and that was about it. You know, we didn't threaten each other's lives daily.
Yeah. Threaten the bloodline. But it was a lot of fun. Like whenever we were younger. I mean, it's not nearly as anything now,
Yeah,
but whenever we were younger, man, that was peak entertainment. It was so much fun.
yeah. Yeah, it looks fun. All I know is I average top three.
Yeah, you played one game, got top 3, and now it's your average.
Like it's not my fault that I retired early, you know, but I retired, you know, top three average.
And this was back like 2018, 2019.
I don't even think there was a patch to it yet. Like it was still like just
Version 1.1.
yeah, like it was the what do you call the OG skins now or whatever?
Yeah, I guess
There was no other skins whenever you guys had me try it. So
Oh, man.
very interesting time to be alive. I know that.
They're getting, like, video games are just getting so much more, like, complicated now.
Well, I mean, so I don't know if you've seen anything on it, but like they're adding in like that uh, oh shit, that AI stuff like ChatGPT.
Mm-hmm.
They're adding that in. So like, you know, like you wear your headset and you walk up to a character, right? An NPC, and you know, you're used to, you know, there being like a set path, like, you know, there's a voice actor and they say these three lines on whatever choice you make, right?
Mm-hmm.
In my day, it was just text, you know, like, oh, the princess isn't here, go to another castle. So,
Hey, I played those too.
yeah, I know. But now you can go up to it and just say whatever you want, and it'll respond to what you said. You know, and it like makes it much more immersive and stuff like that. Like I can't wait to play one.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I still like video games. Yeah, I know I'm 42. Shut up.
They still have some AI. They even have AI in the farming simulator that me and Coulter play.
Oh God.
Like if you don't want to sit there and do like work your field manually, like plant it or spray it or harvest it, you can just press a button on the controller and an AI worker will do it for you. and it's awful.
Well,
It's so bad.
yeah, but I mean, that's just a bot, But I mean, that's not even the good shit yet.
Yeah, it's really like very dumbed down. But I've played. Me and Coulter swapped. He got me put on 2022
Mm-hmm.
Farming Simulator because I was still on 19 because I like 19. And
Does corn's different? Did corn get an update?
it's literally the exact same, except it runs worse.
We got better graphics.
Yeah, it is. It's better graphics. There's some better controls and stuff, but anyway,
I can't talk shit because I'm still like stuck on like Red Dead and stuff like that.
I played a lot of Red Dead 2.
Mm-hmm.
I never even made it to the turning point where you play as the other character. I don't want to spoil it in case somebody hasn't played it. But the turning point when you go to the other player, I never even made it to that point because I just don't. I lost interest in it.
Yeah. At this point in the game life cycle that it's in, if they haven't played it by yet, that's their fault. So, um, well,
build a barn, dumbass. What do you think this is? 1785.
wow, the Polygon era. We got our voter ID cards. Are you excited about your first election?
I don't know. I mean, it would be interesting. I've never done it before. It'd be a cool experience.
Yeah.
But I don't even know who I would look for.
Well,
because the only people in mind, like right now, would be like a couple of the people that I know that are going to be candidates. I'm not going to say them, but
yeah, I definitely, especially in this day and age,
yeah,
don't ever. Back in my day, like with my dad and stuff, like I asked him who he voted for one time, and I thought he was gonna smack me. Yeah, because that's not something you ask,
Mhm.
back then. Now everybody talks about it and they post it on social media. Like, I give two shits who Karen is voting for.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care. But I vote for who I vote for. You vote for who you vote for. Cool. Best person wins, but
I'm just really hoping that the people that I'm wanting to make it on the ballot, because if it's just a bunch of nonsense, if it's a bunch of people that I don't think are going to do their job at all, I probably won't even vote.
well, I mean, so it's your first one, right?
Yeah.
And I mean, I hate to be spoiler alert for you.
Mm-hmm.
Does it matter who you does it matter that you vote? Yes, it does matter that you vote. I mean, it's what you should do. You should vote.
It doesn't change a lot, though.
The politics and the business behind it.
Yeah.
Like, so for me growing up, well, first let me ask you, out of both parties, because there's three parties, but I mean, nobody really votes independent. I don't know why, but nobody really does. So out of the two main parties, which one do you feel oppresses you and your friends the most? Like, stops you from doing the things you want to do and how you want to do it and stuff like that. Do you think it's Republicans that do that to you, or do you think it's Democrats that do that to you?
Probably more Democrat.
You think so?
Yeah, because I mean, I have beliefs on both sides.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm not like hard Republican or hard Democrat. Like, both sides have good points, and both sides have stupid points.
Yep.
So I wouldn't say I'm in the middle. I'd say I probably lean the other way, but I don't know. With Democrats, trying to take the guns away and add all these extra laws and just trying to control everything. I mean, if I had to pick, I'd probably be Democrat.
So back in my day, dates me. It was the opposite. Republicans were wanting to stop everybody from doing everything, and so like the younger generation wanted it to be Democrats because that was like the cool part. But now it's switched again to where if you're wanting. Because like Democrats' main thing back in the day, whenever I was growing up, was freedom of speech.
Yeah,
had to have it, right? And now we've switched that to where now Republicans are more freedom of speech.
Yeah.
And so the point is that, like you got to vote for who you like, but at the same time, um, they're both the same. Like all they do is they switch sides constantly.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I I don't want. I'm advising you not to sell hardcore into one. Like I am this, and I will never change from that.
Yeah.
Always have an open mind. Listen to the candidates, and vote for what you think is what you're hearing is best. And realize that most of the time there's an agenda behind that
Mm-hmm.
that you don't know about, and you find out later on.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, it's fun to watch though. Like you get into like the debates and stuff like that, and you try to research them a little bit. And um, I mean, right? I don't even know. I don't even know. Like, I know I'll get in. I know a lot of people around here would be upset with me, but especially my dad. But like, I really liked Obama, right?
Okay.
I didn't agree with a lot of his policies and stuff like that, but as like a president, like I enjoyed him, you know. Um, but we did differ on the policy shit. But
Which his wife would have waited to do all her school stuff until after I was out.
yeah, school lunches did take a turn for the worse.
I missed having sugar in the tea.
Yeah. Why do you think I never went to like daddy day at school?
I thought you just didn't love me, but
No, it's just because the Salisbury steak was shit. So I mean, you want to get the dads in there, take all work, better have something good to eat. But no, I mean, it's just like how long do we as a country have to put up with the shiniest of two turds?
yeah.
It's like, well, this one has less corn in it than the other one.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's, I don't know. It's such a fucking game these days.
Yeah, I'm really not sure what I will be like going for in the election.
Mhm.
It's gonna have to be more of a research topic of mine. Like I'm gonna have to look into it a little deeper
Mhm.
because I haven't really cared about politics until this year, and I still really don't care about them. But I know I probably should vote, and I probably should care about who I'm voting for.
Well, you should vote. Like you should vote all the way from city elections all the way to the presidential election. And like don't go the popularity route.
Mm-hmm.
Like just don't whoever's on TikTok now and is the hottest.
Yeah,
Like
I feel like I'm smarter than that, but
yeah. I know you are, but if I don't say it, then that's a fear I'll always have. But just do what research you're comfortable doing, make the best decision that you think that you have, and just go with it. But I strongly suggest that, especially these days, don't talk about who you voted for
yeah,
or why you voted for it, because in 20 years, especially with these mics and everything that we're talking into right now, we say we voted for somebody, and then all of a sudden it comes out that they are ba 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 ba,
yeah,
and then cancel.
yeah,
So,
yeah. That'd be a mess for sure.
yeah, I love and hate politics at the same time.
So I was thinking about something yesterday
Oh God,
while preparing for this podcast, and
or lack thereof. 'Cause
okay, yeah,
our preparing is like, are we still doing it?
yeah. What was we starting with today? But what do you think your death is going to be like?
Like, like how, like I'm gonna die in some way, or just like how do
Well,
I?
okay, let me rephrase that. What do you think about death?
Just for me on a personal note,
Yeah.
Well, you're just swinging for the fences today, aren't you?
Yeah, of course.
I brought up politics, so we're going to hit him in the nuts. Um, I'll tell you, but I don't want you to think that this is coming from any place of like depression or anything like that. Like I'm as happy in my life as I've ever been.
Yeah.
Um, but honestly, I think that when I die, uh, I'll probably be alone. Because you're going to go on and do your life. Hopefully find a wife, maybe some grandkids,
Hmm.
like looking forward to that part of my life. Um, but you're going to have to go on and do your own thing. And Jamie, he's going to do the same. He's going to get married, have kids, go on. You guys are going to be successful. And I'll be here happily, you know, um, enjoying the empty nest. Um, but yeah, I mean, I honestly think that I'll probably just go peacefully in my room alone. And it's not exactly what I wanted, but I mean, it's what I got. It's why I talk to you about um, relationships and having goals and doing things. Because if you don't have goals, then you won't ever try to better yourself
Hmm.
to keep it going. And for me, I thought I was doing the right thing. I mean, I fell in love with a girl whenever I was young, and just, I mean, it sucks to say, but I the last 20 years, I wasted my love away.
Yeah.
So now I'm 42. Looking around to see what's left. And I talk to girls and stuff like that, but um, most of the time, the ones that, however you kids say it, holler at you or whatever it is, slide in DMs. Is that still relevant?
Kinda, yeah.
Okay. Um, most of them, have boyfriends and need a backup plan.
Hmm.
And I mean, I don't really ride the bench, so like whatever they decide to do, they decide to do. I'm not here to break anybody up. I'm just going to live my life. They can do what they want. I mean, one of the ones I'm talking about.
Yeah. She's been doing it for a few years now.
Yeah, she's a nice girl. Like,
Oh, I know.
not just like that, but like, like I enjoy talking to her and I enjoy being her friend.
Yeah.
But I mean, is she ever going to do that? No,
No.
no. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's an ego boost or what, but it's like
Probably just, hey, make me feel pretty.
that's what I feel like.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be my job. It's just make you feel pretty for a week. You go back to the guy that you just got done complaining to me about.
Yeah.
And it's so weird being friendly with girls, like just being friends. Because I mean, honestly, I don't want to work that hard to try to get in like every chick's pants. I don't know how some of these guys do it,
Yeah.
but I don't have that much energy in me. But
That doesn't surprise anyone.
like I've had to stop being friends with some girls because like they'll tell me like how shit their boyfriend is constantly and all that, and they'll tell me some of the horrible things that they've done. Right now, with that being said, there are two sides to the coin.
Yeah.
So it's not all the boyfriend's fault. I guarantee you that 100%. But um, they'll tell me all these horrible things that they do, and I've watched girls like he ain't got no job. Uh, he doesn't pay no bills. He got short dick.
Yeah.
Like
Just making up all this stuff.
oh yeah, yeah, and then it's all like oh, so like when are you leaving him? Oh, well, I mean, I love him.
Hmm.
So you don't know what that word means, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like,
I know one girl that's like that with me, which I mean, it's not like chicks are throwing themselves at me, but there's this one that every time that boyfriend's messing up,
mhm.
she's right there, just, hey, how you doing?
I know.
And then the second that he starts cleaning his act up again, just, she's gone.
Yeah, I mean,
Which I'm fine with. Do whatever. But I just think it's really funny.
I'm not looking down on anybody for that, like in no means, because like, I mean, there is this one that I talked to that is in, kind of a legit situation that, I mean, I don't know. I'd probably retire from relationships with her, but I mean, do I think it's going to happen? Probably not. It never works out that way.
Mm-hmm.
You ride the bench long enough, you know when your number is going to get called. So, um, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, so many people don't understand what love is, and I feel like I do for the most part. Because I mean, it's loving somebody to where. So you've been in love, correct?
I would say so, yeah.
Um, now, at that time, you would die for that person, right?
Yeah.
You know, but would you kill everybody for that person?
Like for no reason?
No, not for no reason, but like like whenever you're in love with somebody, like truly in love with somebody,
Mm-hmm.
like you're yeah, like you have to have like the hero mindset that I will die for this person.
Yeah.
But you also have to have that villain mindset to where I will burn this world to the ground
Yeah.
if something happens to her.
It's in that, yes, I understand what you mean.
Yeah. So I mean, whenever you feel like that about somebody, that's whenever you're like, oh, okay, that's what that is.
Yeah.
Like no inner conflict of what's best for me. Whenever you can put all of that aside, where your life is for them, because in response, their life is supposed to be for you.
Yeah.
I've seen women that, well, straight up murder for their guy. Like if somebody touches them, somebody messes with them.
I'm thinking of one of them right now.
So I mean, that's to me, that's what you got to have both. Like love has nothing to do with all the Hallmark bullshit.
Yeah. Like walk in the house and you got the rose petal pathway.
Which, by the way, if you didn't know, like you're dating a girl and like you walk in and she's watching the Hallmark Channel, pack your shit.
Yeah.
You're done. Like you're finished.
Yeah.
So I've had that happen a few times. So it's like, shit, Hallmark Channel again.
Well, catch you next year.
Yeah. I guess we'll see you.
Oh,
But I know you asked me about death, and I'm sorry for getting off on a side tangent there. I guess
these damn women.
well, I mean, it's not like I'm against women or anything. Like I understand everything. Like, well, I understand everything as best as I can, but
Yeah, there's still women. We'll never figure them out.
oh no, Lord no. But I don't know. But yeah, as far as dying and stuff, yeah, I'm probably just gonna slip off quietly and just go away.
Yeah.
So I don't know. What made you bring that up?
Well, I've thought about death a lot in my life. I've started experiencing it pretty young with initially one of my grandpas and then the rest of them.
Right.
And then a friend and then two more friends. So I've had a lot of death in my life and I've struggled with that a lot too. And I was just thinking to be an interesting thing to bring up because not a lot of people are just openly asking, like, what do you think about death? What's your deal?
Well, I mean, I've struggled with it back and forth. I mean, I lost friends growing up, and I mean, everybody, kind of has to go through it and experience it and everything. It's a sad part of life. I mean, we don't ever want anybody to go, but
Mhm.
we do. I mean, I lost my mom whenever I was 17, and like like she was my best friend. Like we she was kind of like me and you, where we joke around and kind of rib each other
Yeah.
and stuff, and hopefully, I can be somebody that you turn to talk to, like my mom was for me, and that was my first like real experience of death hitting me, and it's really hard to navigate that, you know. So, luckily I got to have dad for much longer.
Yeah.
Um, but it's just one of those deals where you just kind of have to power through, and you know, for me, I still talk to my mom, I still talk to my dad, in my head,
Yeah.
and try to pick out conversations that we would have had, and um, I don't know, I try to make him proud, to the best of my ability,
Yeah.
because like what I want for you is just to be a good man, to be a good person. You don't have, you don't have to be like the, Mr. Nicey Nice or nothing like that, but just be a good person,
Yeah.
and that's what kind of makes me do the things that I do, and, help out when I can, if I can, you know, um, it's rewarding in its own way, but it's kind of what my mom would have wanted me to do.
Yeah.
So it's kind of how I lean. So,
Yeah, I get that. It was really hard with your dad, my grandpa, his death. That was probably the hardest of all of them for me personally.
yeah.
Because, I mean, I wasn't like the closest I could have been with him, but I was still pretty damn close, and we spent a lot of time together. And I have a lot of regrets with that too, but that was a hard one to deal with.
Well, I was his son for over 40 years,
Yeah.
and we weren't as close.
Yeah.
Like my dad was just not a close person,
Yeah.
you know. So, don't, I mean, I understand, the feeling of regret, but I wouldn't beat yourself up over it because
Yeah. Yeah.
he just wasn't that guy. I mean, that's, he's a lot of the reason why I work the way that I work.
Yeah.
Like, he was like, my mom came to all my sports games,
Yeah.
like my football, my basketball, whatever I was playing. I mean, even paintball, she would, a few times.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I didn't know she went to those. That's awesome.
Oh, she hated it,
Of course.
but I mean, that's how I was basically making a living.
Yeah.
So, she was like, okay, this is dumb, but, that was real life Fortnite is what that was.
Yeah.
Um, but um, she would come to those, but my dad never would. I remember he went to church with us one time. I think because there was free food, maybe. So, but he was probably the most religious person that I knew.
Yeah.
I mean, he always talked about God, Jesus. I mean, he could give a sermon if he really wanted to.
Off of his head.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
but I remember he after my mom passed, I was very angry.
Yeah.
And I blamed God, of course, for everything. Because like my mom was an RN, and she took care of people. That was her whole life. She just loved doing that, and especially working in the maternity ward. She loved being there to help. babies coming into the world, and uh, watching my mom pass, in the hospital that she worked, where she helped all these people.
Yeah.
Um, and then what pissed me off the most, because it would have pissed my mom off the most, is they had to do brain surgery because she had aneurysms
Yeah.
in her head, and they had to shave part of her head, and she loved her hair like so much, hated the gray.
Yeah.
I embrace it, like I love my gray hair, but she hated it. But they had to shave part of her head to do the surgery, and um, she I don't know. That's just what made me angry, and I had brought the Lord's name in vain, and I mean, I wasn't going to get hit with the hand of God, but I was going to get hit with the hand of Daddy. So
Yeah.
like, I mean, he was, because he knew what would happen if I continued to like hate
Yeah.
and go down that road. And so he saved me from that in his own hard ass way.
Yeah.
So, is there anything else you wanted to know about him or your grandma? Or
Yeah. I mean, I feel like I got everything from Grandpa. I've learned a lot about Grandma through you. I never met her because, of course, she passed before I was born. But I've still got to learn quite a bit from you. So
you would have no idea how pampered you would be if my mother was still alive.
talked about that since I was born.
Holy Lord! Yeah, I mean all of you.
Yeah,
you, Jamie.
the other ones.
Oh yeah, like they. Shoot, I mean, like your mom could have divorced me, but she never would have divorced my mother. I know that much. She'd been over there daily. Like, what are the babies doing?
Yeah.
So your sister especially, because she always wanted a little girl.
Yeah.
And the closest we could get her was a rat terrier named Trixie. I don't know why we gave it a stripper's name, but she was a sister I never had.
It was better than peppermint.
Well, yeah, I mean, you would have loved her. She would have spoiled you guys endlessly. Probably enough to piss me off because I couldn't compete.
Yeah, yeah.
So, oh man, boy, we went deep today.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I like that. So I don't know if anybody will notice today, but we received a little bit of feedback about um, mic quality, stuff like that. So we're trying a little different positioning and stuff like that. I promised Colby that I would buy new mics if we got to 100 subscribers between the two, between Spotify and YouTube.
Yeah.
And we ain't close. Like
we're like maybe a quarter of the way there.
Oh God,
we're maybe at like 24 combined.
Well, I mean, I don't mind spending the money. I mean, like,
I know, but it give us a goal.
Yeah. So, and then, what did we decide on video? Like 250?
250.
Yeah.
If we get to 250 subscribers and followers, like combined, it makes 250 between Spotify and YouTube.
I don't know why anybody wants to see our ugly asses anyway, but
hey, that's good clips for TikTok.
That's good cannon fodder for TikTok.
There you go. Yeah.
Like, I mean, I'll do it as long as everybody promises not to read the comments.
Leave us alone.
Just thought Queso had it bad.
Someone called me Chris Stapleton the other day. Damn near broke my heart. I was like, all right, I see how it is.
What?
Chris Stapleton, the country singer.
Uh-huh.
I showed them a picture of whenever I had really long hair and my beard was a little fuller.
Yeah.
And they were like, oh, you look just like Chris Stapleton. I was like, oh. And then last year, like I already had the hair cut pretty short because I've had long hair my whole life, but it was cut short. I had the facial hair still. and I went to Club Rodeo. It's like a bar in Springfield,
Yeah.
bar/club, and somebody walked up to me like full confidence, was ready. I had the phone out for a picture, and it was like, "Luke Holmes." I was like, "Oh, you bastard!"
Yeah, I don't think that's a compliment.
It's not. It's
Okay.
definitely not.
All right. I mean, the Chris Stapleton one, like,
I mean, it's a borderline compliment.
I mean, I think it would be, I mean, did you hit him with that line you give me all the time? Like, I like you, man. You lie a lot.
Yeah, I wish.
Uh,
But yeah, the Luke Combs one, that one hit. I was like, oh, wow.
no, I don't know. I really, I like both of their musics, but
Yeah.
they're, I don't know, like,
Ooh,
I think Stapleton, I think, does a little, I think he does better. I like his stuff a little bit better. Luke Combs seems like he's kind of getting into the mainstream,
yeah. He was really good in the beginning, but now he's starting to become more of a fall in the Luke Bryan footsteps a little bit.
Oh, God.
But I just thought of something. What would you say are your like top 3 country artists?
Top 3 country artists?
Yeah,
Mm,
not in any order, just or unless you want to do order.
well, George Strait, of course.
Okay, number 1 or just
That's King George.
he's not number 1.
He's number 1.
No, he's not.
Dude, yeah, you never watched Pure Country, have you?
He's not number 1.
But you've never watched Pure Country.
Pure country?
Yeah. The movie.
No,
Oh, I have failed you as a father.
I've still never seen The Godfather either. So
What? We're not Italian. Like, that's
Yeah.
not, like, I mean, I haven't showed you Roadhouse. So that's another failing.
Yeah, I
Like,
just watched Grease for the first time like 2 months ago.
yeah, yes, I like the movie. I don't feel confident telling anybody that, but
I just seen Footloose for the first time like 2 weeks ago.
wow.
I'm 19. I've seen Footloose.
I mean, I think I was in my 20s when I first watched Footloose.
Really?
Yeah.
That's probably when it came out.
No. All right. All right.
You were
all
at
right.
opening day and you were 27.
I'm not that old.
Uh-huh.
That movie came out before I was born. Thank you. I think.
I don't think so.
Alexa, when did Footloose come out?
Good morning, Adam. The film Footloose was released on February 17, 1984.
Son of a bitch. Thank you.
If nobody heard that, Alexa said it was released 1984.
Your kindness really gives me a charge. Happy Sunday.
Hey, Alexa.
She's gonna be my new wife. I swear to God.
She's way too talkative with you.
I know.
She's always trying to get in something else. Like, what's up, little mom? How you doing?
She loves me. But yeah, okay. So it came out in '84, but
You were born in 87?
'81.
81, okay.
Damn. No wonder I never get a birthday present.
Yeah, I still don't remember what your birthday is.
My dad used to buy me a birthday present every July 22nd.
That's why I don't remember, because that story.
Yeah, my birthday's in June.
Yeah,
So,
that's why I always mess it up.
my God, I might as well just give out my social security number while I'm on here.
Yeah, might as well.
Would anybody like my mother's maiden name? Oopsie. Might have to edit that one.
So, George Strait.
Yes, George Strait. God, there's so many other good ones. I found myself really liking Randy Travis.
Yeah,
I really liked him.
it's a good pick. Spectacle pick. I already got mine 3 right
I
to go.
feel bad because I can't remember his name. And you listen to him.
Tyler Childers?
There we go.
Yeah, I figured
Yeah,
that's what you were.
it's my age just doing it. But
We're just on the same wavelength. I got you.
yeah, Tyler Childers,
So Randy Travis, Tyler Childers, and George Strait.
George Strait number 1 because
Where do the other 2 fall?
Travis Tritt be 3rd.
Travis Tritt?
Yeah.
You said Randy Travis earlier.
I'm sorry, Randy Travis, not
Okay.
Travis Tritt.
So if I had to pick, I'm gonna go put Alan Jackson. Hell of a pick.
Yeah.
NFL #1 draft here.
Yeah, we wouldn't draft anything in the NFL.
Probably he might go. Okay, Hank Williams Jr. is going to go first for me.
Mhm.
He is my favorite country artist of all time. And then we got Alan Jackson, and then I'll probably do Tyler Childers also. I feel like. I mean, I would have to go back through my. No, #3 is Brooks and Dunn. That's what we're changing it to.
Oh my! I could not stand Brooks and Dunn.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, they have
That
some,
surprises me.
God, that one guy's voice. I dislike him enough. I don't even know their damn names.
Brooks
Yeah,
and Dunn.
right.
I know that's not. Yeah.
They both have first names.
Yeah.
Whichever one sung the higher pitched stuff was like a cheese grater on my earlobes. Like,
Have your broken dreams dancing Yeah. We can't get copyrighted. Hold on. I'm too close to the original.
no, you're not.
I know. Asshole.
No, you're not. You're not that guy.
Told him, bitch, I'm him. Quit playing.
No, I don't. I mean, I guess I never really was like into like I like listening to music, but I'm not into music like you are.
Yeah, I'm in it like really deep.
Well, so
Like my entire shin is dedicated to Mac Miller. The whole half of my hand is.
yeah. Well, like last night we were wow. What movie were we watching last night?
No hard feelings.
Yes, yeah, yes. I did watch it for the boobs, but
Hell, that's the only reason anybody watches that movie. It's also good, but that helps.
but you're a sing along guy.
Yeah, sadly.
Yeah, and
I don't have the voice for it, but I love music, so I will.
right, and like you'll sing along with it, and I'm not a sing along guy, and you don't know like the amount of restraint I have to not like hit you with a hey, who sings this song?
Yeah.
Yeah, let them do it.
Yeah.
You know, so
You have before several times.
yeah, but I mean, you're
Hey, shut the hell up.
but you're into it, so I mean, I try not to mess with your flow too much, but yeah, I guess I don't understand because I mean there are a lot of sing along people,
Yeah.
so and I just I don't understand the sing along part, like what's going through your mind and your emotions, and like whenever you just like I gotta sing.
I mean, I'm not a good singer by any means, but if I know the words to a certain song, I will sing them as they come on. And I think it's just because I want to be more, I guess, connected to it. It makes me feel more like into it. Like whenever a rap song comes on, you're able to spit it bar for bar, get every single word in there. You know how badass you feel just by getting the notes? Like, that's the same way for any other song. Like last night, the song that you're just talking about was Maneater. And whenever that was coming on, of course, I was singing to it, and you were like, barely putting up with it. And
I mean, I enjoy watching you be into something.
yeah,
Like I like that part of it. But
what I was saying, like whenever you spit a rap, like bar for bar, and get every word, it's like the same feeling as that, and that feels good. Like some old 50 Cent or Biggie Smalls, and you're hitting word for word.
I can still do all of Baby Got Back, and if I've had like enough to drink, I can do most of the Backstreet Boys.
But you know how good that feels. Like every word.
Yeah, hey, yeah, no, I get that. Yeah,
It's like the same feeling, like with Maneater. It's not a very fast-paced song. It's not a rap song by any means, but I know a lot of words to it, so I get the same feeling from it.
uh-huh.
I'm not singing it to get the sound good. I'm singing it to hit the words. That's all I'm doing it for.
Right. Yeah, it's I don't know, like we're a lot alike in a lot of different areas, but like how into music you are compared to like I like playing the guitar, but it's not. I just like entertaining myself. It's not. I mean,
Yeah.
um, Yeah, I don't know. It's cool to see you like into stuff, and I wish I was into more things than
Yeah.
what I am. I mean, usually it's just like work and sleep and well, eat. Apparently,
Repeat. Yeah.
yeah.
Um. So I was just thinking again, of course, my random thoughts. But do you think that you could put a top three on artists for music across every genre? Like all of them combined, do you think you could make a top three?
No,
You don't think so?
I don't think so.
I know I couldn't because I listen to so much music. I love so many people. I could never do that.
It just depends on what your emotions are. Like if
If
I'm
it was a
feeling,
sad day, it'd be Noah Khan. Just
oh
all
yeah,
three is Noah Khan.
yeah. Well, I mean, you've heard the Heartbroken soundtrack coming from my room, right?
Oh, I have.
Yeah. Like it's not the day to knock on my door. Like shit, he's in that mood.
I felt like I was getting old whenever you found out about the song "Why" by I think it was Red Southall Band. It's a very popular song. The "Why do I give a damn after?" Yeah, whatever. But when I think that coming from your room, I was like, "Oh,
Yeah,
how the hell does he know this? Like, who told him what we had?"
yeah. I mean, wow. Yeah, I mean, music will get you through almost anything. I mean, in all reality, it will get you through most things. Um, Other than that, I mean, some people do it through drinking. Some people do it through video games. Like everybody's got their coping mechanisms.
Yeah,
Music is probably the best one out of all of them.
that's my favorite.
Yeah.
Like I was talking to a friend of mine the other day, and she was saying like, "Oh, I want to get a new tattoo.
Hmm.
I want to like finish out this part of my arm." And it got me thinking again because I have over I think it's over 30 tattoos now. I have a lot.
Yeah, I know.
I don't even know. I don't know how many it is. I haven't counted them. But I was thinking about another one, and you're gonna hate it. It's ridiculous, and I probably won't even get it.
Uh-huh.
But it's another one for Mac Miller
Okay.
because he's like such an important part of my life. I listen to him every day. Whenever I was going through some stuff in the past, I would listen to him, and it helped me like calm down. I guess he got me through a lot, so I really care about it. And he has this. Well, he did. He passed away in 2018, I think, or 16.
Mhm.
But he had this tattoo on his left shin, I think, or
Mhm.
left calf, and it's just of a blue brontosaurus,
Right.
the dinosaur with the long neck. It's just a little cartoon blue brontosaurus. And I remember there was this interview that someone asked him, like, "What the hell is that for? Like, what does it mean? What is like? Is there a meaning behind it?" He goes, "Yeah, I just like it. I like the." I wanted a tattoo, and they said I like. I know it has like some actual meaning behind it, but that was his like joking with it, and I loved that just reaction from the other people. And it's such a cool tattoo to have randomly, because most people will have, like for me, I have a cool like illusion looking one on my arm,
Hmm.
and most of mine are black and white.
Hmm.
And having just this little cartoon just right on the back leg, it's so random, but I would really like it. I think.
I do not like the random tattoos.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, I have my one tattoo,
Yeah,
and I love having it. It was done in one style, and then I mean, the guy basically used like uh, prison ink on me or something. I don't know. Like it faded really bad, and I had some scar tissue
yeah,
with it. So I had it redone, and the guy like made it work, and made it look 100 times better. But I I understand tattoos, and I love seeing tattoos on people, especially chicks for some reason. I don't know what it is, but
we've got a type.
we have a type that we need to break that. Um, but yeah, just I don't think you should ever get just a random tattoo. You know, Because like I told you, like keep on getting random tattoos. Well, I want to tattoo my kid's name on me. All I got left is my left ass cheek.
Yeah.
Like I just
Well, I mean, I still have rules set for myself. Like, I'm not doing my right leg. I'm not doing my left arm.
Yeah.
I'm not doing my torso. So, like, the only ones I allow myself to tattoo are my right arm and my left leg. And then I did take a tiny, tiny portion of my right thigh.
yeah.
But that was it. That was all it was.
I'll tell you what. I'll make a deal with you. I will never bring up your tattoos again in a negative light.
Okay.
If on the bottom of your left foot you put "Made in America"
Oh, I would absolutely do that.
on the bottom of your left foot.
Oh, yeah.
The bottom of your foot?
Yeah.
I've seen you walk in gravel.
I would do it for sure.
I mean, yeah. I'll pay
Or
for
get it on my ass cheek.
it. Nah.
I would, yeah.
No, it'd be, you
That's
guys,
such a funny tattoo. I would absolutely do it.
well, because, I mean, uh, sorry, I had a phone call and I was like, wow, okay, that's weird. Anyway, so
You want me to do it? I'll do it.
I'll pay for the tattoo.
Really?
Yeah, I'll pay for that tattoo. And I won't ever say anything else about it again if you do it.
Yeah, I'll do it.
But what do I get in return?
The satisfaction that your son has Made in America tattooed on his bottom of his foot. Let's go ahead. We'll do the left one, say Made in America,
Uh-huh.
and on the right one, just write Andy.
No.
Toy Story, yeah.
No. No.
If I do the Made in America, you would never talk about it negative light.
My God.
They just loophole the shit out of this.
This is why you don't drink on Sunday. All right, fine.
I was loopholed. Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna get like not even the full M. You're gonna look like you got like a little hash mark on your left foot. You're like, no, I'm done. I'm out.
No, we're good.
No, it ain't. Oh my God.
There was one lady, she tattoos really, really softly. And she would be the one for it, telling you.
But you haven't got it yet, so I gotta get this Andy stuff out. So, God forbid you're ever in like a horrible accident. All right. And
I definitely identify the body.
I have to come identify the body. And they're all like, is this your son Colby? And I have to pick up your foot. They'd be like, yeah, that's Andy. And they're like, I thought it was Colby. Yeah, it is. Well, why's he got Andy on his foot? I don't know. I said I wouldn't ever make fun of his tattoos again. And then I'm just going to like drop your foot right then.
Or Andy, I could do Adam for you.
Oh, no.
That would be so funny.
I appreciate I appreciate the thought. But the farther away from that I am, the less likely I will get stabbed.
You can't say nothing about my feet. Oh, man.
Oh, no. I mean, dude, I got some old man toes.
You look like, your feet look like the Freddy Krueger's feet.
Well, that's not my fault. That's your fault.
What the hell did I do?
You made fun of me for going to get my pedicures.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you would have left me alone, like I told you, every guy gets one girl thing.
Okay.
Pedicures was my thing because that was like a hidden thing, like where guys aren't supposed to do that. Bullshit. Go get pedicures. They're amazing. But I guarantee you, since I've been doing them, because I've gone to several different places, I used to go with my friend Janie, and it'd be like me and her husband, and we'd have another friend that came with us and everything, and we'd stop at Judy's, get some tea, sit around bullshit, go get our toes done, and we called it Teas and Toes for Bros and Hoes.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, like it was an event. I had so much fun doing it, but I guarantee you in almost any language I understand, damn, look at these toes.
Yeah.
Like I can't recite it, but I know when they're saying it.
Yeah.
Last time
Some attitude.
last time I went, they brought grandma out of retirement because everybody else was busy.
Yeah.
And she came out, she picked up my foot right out of the water, looked at it, just dropped it in the water, let it splash and everything, and said some phrase in some Asian dialect that I don't know if it was Chinese or Vietnamese or what, but she she says it in her native tongue, and I know in my heart that she just said, I have to go get the big clippers. And she went to the back, came back with, I assume that they used to use them for like maybe elephants
Yeah.
or something like that, whatever big species has toenails. And then she went to town on it. She got the DeWalt fucking face shield. And,
Yeah.
like,
She was ready for battle.
sparks were flying. Eyes were lost that day.
I believe it. Oh man, those feet. Goodness,
No, never spectacular.
they glisten. Um. Well, I guess that about sums it up for today.
It's been
Right now we're at 56 minutes.
56 minutes. Oh,
Do you have any questions for me? Because we can go above our time limit.
yeah.
If you had something.
I'm going to get some grandkids. I mean, like, I ain't in a rush, but, like,
Yeah.
I kind of am.
Need some grandkids.
Yeah.
I have to be able to put up with a woman that long. And I say that in the most respectful way possible.
Right.
Because I just have a short temper and I don't like being yelled at, I guess.
No, really?
Yeah.
um,
I don't know. Eventually, I mean, I would like to say I'm pretty picky.
yeah.
I mean, I am. I mean, my past doesn't really show that, but currently, yeah, I'd say I'm quite picky now because I've seen whenever I was a kid
Yeah.
between you and mom, you for the most part weren't together. I mean, there were a couple times that popped in and was like, "Oh, what's up?" And then you guys were together for a
did the
little bit.
yo-yo shit
Yeah,
often.
but
About 20 years.
but that I don't mean this in a disrespectful way,
Mm-hmm.
but that really hurt my image on relationships.
Yeah.
It really blew out everything that I thought was supposed to happen, and I had to relearn what a relationship is supposed to look like, and that's why I hold such a high standard, I guess.
Yeah.
Because trust me, I ain't no trophy husband, but I just don't want my kids to have 2 Christmases.
Right.
Because for me and a lot of people around in our area, that's all we know. It's 2 Christmases, 2 bedrooms, 2 holidays, every holiday. And I just want my children to get to learn something from their parents in a relationship way.
Right.
Like they can see that, oh man, me and my wife, we would fight, we have problems, but we always stick together because that's what marriage is about.
Well, the majority of that was my fault. The majority of it. Like, I shouldn't, in relationship wise, I was not a good role model for young men to aspire to. You know, like I don't want you to ever, go through the stuff that I went through.
Yeah.
And just you gotta, of course, like you said, you're picky, and you should be picky, and you should have pride and all that. But, I mean, there are some things though that you can't be too prideful on things. Like, you have to understand that all the things that you want out of a relationship, you can't get everything.
Yeah, I expect that.
But she also is thinking the same way, like, yeah, it's natural for us to like breed and reproduce, right? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, you can do that without saying a word. I mean, you should always ask permission, though. But
That's a given, but
yeah,
yeah.
I know. But I could see like some clip being changed. But it's I don't know. Like two people they can just meet up, not even say a word, and just feel the connection, and then they can go and you can reproduce. But to be with somebody, to be in love with somebody, and somebody's in love with you, there are so many compromises that you have to make.
Yeah.
And it's really hard to make those compromises whenever you're just focused on yourself. I mean, will you ever find the perfect girl?
No.
No.
No one ever will.
No. And she's not going to find a perfect guy in you, nor me, because nobody's perfect.
No.
But the only thing that you can do is try to be a good boyfriend and husband, all that good stuff, and just try to see their side.
Yeah.
And it should work out, but sometimes it don't.
Yeah. I mean,
I feel like I had a point and then I lost it. Like I was cooking on something really good, and
he was cooking.
then I burnt the shit out of it and I throw it away. Dang it.
But yeah, I mean, I expect imperfection,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what makes life amazing is imperfections. If we didn't have nighttime, no one would appreciate the day. Like you have to have bad to notice the good, or
Right.
else if it's all good, it's just normal. It's not good anymore. So I expect imperfections in somebody. Like, do I want them to like beat the kids' imperfections? Absolutely not.
No.
And do I want like drug problems? No. But are we willing to work through that stuff if they're still a good person? Yeah. Those are imperfections that can eventually be worked through. I mean, sometimes you can't. Sometimes you just need to get away from it.
Well, you got to have your standards.
Of course.
Like you want, like for me, for example, right? My standard is she needs to be a good person. She needs to be kind to everybody, not just some people,
Yeah.
but kind to everybody, and loyalty. Like it has to be loyal. Like I can count on one hand and not even have to use all my fingers to count how many like girls I've dated that were loyal.
Yeah.
Like not just like, oh, I didn't cheat. No, that's not what I'm talking about.
Mhm.
I mean just straight up loyalty. And it's sad I mean you're gonna have to go through that.
Yeah.
Like I mean especially what I see these days with all the social media and all that stuff. Good luck, buddy. Because
Like,
at
out of the
42 you
people-
can't find it. I wish you luck at 19.
Out of the people that I've dated, which I've been a heavy handful. I mean, I'm not. I don't mean that to talk down on myself, but like I've been in several relationships,
Mm-hmm.
and I can fully believe that one of them was loyal.
Right.
I don't believe at all that the rest of them were. Like, were there loyal moments? Sure,
Yeah.
but loyal moments don't make you loyal.
Well, and it's not one sided because I mean I'll tell myself a little bit. I have been in relationships where I was the one that was unloyal.
Yeah,
I didn't mean to be. It. I guess I shouldn't take such a hard stance on it because so the times that I was unloyal, it made sense in my head.
yeah,
Because I was trying to do this other thing, and to me, I'm like, oh, because I'm in love over here, I mean, yeah, we're dating and we're, working on things and like trying to get to that point in a relationship, and then I'm like, yeah, but I love this person, and then I would screw all that up.
yeah. I was just thinking about a time I did that yesterday.
Yeah. I mean, we got to be real on both sides. Like, yeah, you want loyalty,
Hmm.
yeah, but so do they.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm not like you. I'm not just a victim. Like I've been the bad one too.
Yeah.
I mean, it
And so have
happens.
I. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you're not trying to hurt anybody, but
But you make mistakes sometimes.
yeah,
And you learn from them.
man, sometimes it takes a while. So I mean,
I learn from them. But
yeah, I mean, you should definitely learn from my mistakes. That's for damn sure.
well, we need a whole documentary for that one.
Hey, I mean, we could do one, but it's gonna be boring as hell.
That's the Campout 2, the second podcast. Is just going to be your documentary.
Yeah, so there I was.
Alone in forest.
Yeah, man, I'm gonna have to talk to Bernie this week because we ain't got no beef jerky to chew on.
Man, I was so upset whenever I came in here and there was not that sweet little Ziploc bag full of that delicious meat sitting on this. Bernie, get on the game, buddy.
Yeah, well,
We appreciate it, but we need more.
we'll even do the commercial. Like, come on down to Bernie's Meataporium. Valentine's Day is coming up, ladies.
If you're needing the meat from your man in the bag form with teriyaki sauce.
Bernie's got all your needs. He can go from 3 inches to 6 inches. He's even got a foot long.
Man, that beef jerky was so good, though.
It was.
That is probably some of the best beef jerky I've ever had.
Right? I told
really
him,
good.
I told him like he blew through it.
And I'm like, I would say I'm a beef jerky connoisseur. I have eaten so many different kinds of jerky
Yeah.
and different brands and different flavors. And before that moment, I would still believe that I think it's Cowman's brand. It's whatever is from
Yeah.
Tractor Supply.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Their teriyaki beef jerky. That is the best for if you're comparing price, flavor, and texture. That's the best. But then Vernie came in and screwed up my whole thing. And
well, his was homemade.
yeah, I know. That's what kind of screwed me up. Because
Yeah.
normally homemade, most of the time, homemade's like, we had extra meat, we'll make some, and it's normally not that good. But Vernie tore it up.
Well, it's like, like Bass Pro had beef jerky for a little while. Somehow it went away. I assume
It was decent though.
Dude, it was just leftover bait. Like that's all it was. Like
Yeah.
I'm convinced, because I ate it and then I went fishing and I smelled the lure and I was like, wait a minute. This is way too similar.
Have you tried oh goodness. I'm not even gonna try to remember. But there's this guy on YouTube. His name's Flair, and he makes like hunting, fishing, like outdoors videos.
Okay, so not Ric Flair.
No. But he made a beef jerky company quite a while ago, and he will do like bundle boxes. It's all online.
Uh-huh.
I think he just got into a couple stores, but it's further north. I mean, it's still in the United States, but
Yeah.
I don't know what stores they were. But it is apparently some of the best beef jerky. For people online have said that.
Right.
And I really badly want to try some because for us we have to order it. And I really want the hat. I want the jerky, and I want about 30 minutes to myself, and we'll figure it out.
You had me, then you lost me.
All right, come back here.
I mean, if you're getting jerky, well, there's a hat.
Yeah, the hat's cool. That's a kick-ass hat.
Yeah, but if the jerky was that good,
If Bernie has a hat, I'll buy a hat. If it just says Bernie's meat on it, I'll buy it for sure.
if I mean, I can talk to him, see if he wants to make a hat. But if they are giving away
the jerky, of course.
if they're
But,
giving away a hat, then the jerky must not be that good.
or you have to pay for the hat.
Yeah, well, this is quite the deal here.
Okay, you get a bundle,
Mm-hmm.
and the normal price for all that jerky will be, say, $40.
Uh-huh.
But they bundle it all together to knock it down to $30. And then they throw in a $30 hat.
Uh-huh.
Well, you're buying a bunch of their jerky and the hat, so they'll take the hat from $30 to $20. Now this box is $50 for like $70, $70 to $80 worth of stuff.
Uh-huh. This is the same argument I hear about, like, well, it was on sale.
Bargain.
It was on sale. Like, no, I saved $200. No,
No,
Betty. No, you still blew $400.
Yeah,
You know, like they were just getting ready to restock the shelves with something new, so you paid them to take out their trash.
basically. Yeah,
Yes, I mean, my dad used to do it all the time at auctions.
yeah.
He would go and buy a trailer full of crap for two things, but we'd have to take the rest back. That's why we have the rustic ranch paradise out there. So,
Rust Van Ranch.
anyway, now you got me want to make a hat.
We should have Campout hats.
Yeah, we can charge like
I mean, whenever we start getting more than 100 views on our videos, then sure. But
I mean,
Campout hats, I'd be down with that.
I'll wear it.
As soon as I'm done editing this, we're gonna look at hats.
Yeah, we'll just make
companies.
two.
Just two.
Yeah, just two. It's a very elite club. Yeah, so if somebody else wants a hat to be in, $175.
Yeah.
No. I ain't gonna pay $175 for my own head.
We'll throw in a chunk of this table that we recorded the first episode.
Yeah, we'll even give you an autographed picture of Colby's foot that says "Made in America."
Well, that'll do it for us today. We're running on our time here.
Yeah, I gotta go anyway. So,
All right.